Now that we've got the blade kind of roughed out in the forge, I'm going to descale it with a 36 grit belt, and then just kind of establish where the flat place in the center is between the edges, and maybe drag the edges a couple times across it just to kind of see where everything's going to be. Then once I get it a little shinier, I'll take and write on it with a Sharpie to do the profile of the blade. See the bevels going down each side of the center? That's why it's a hand forged blade, in my opinion, is superior. Now as it gets out toward the tip, it gets thinner and the bevels aren't as pronounced. But that's that taper where it gets thinner out toward the end of the blade, that distal taper. It's going to be a real light, fast weapon for how long it is. Funny things happening with the grinder. This ground fault plug here behind it. I'll just trip it, right? Now, grinder works. There. Grinder works. I gotta flip the switch on the belt sander. Oh, maybe the magic smoke coming out of that case means something. That might be the end of today's grinding segment. I gotta fix my sander now. But here, I'll flip the camera around and show you what we got. I established the flat of the blade going, well, yes, on this plane here, hot. On this plane here, and then I started a, oh, I guess that's not too hot. I guess I jumped the gun on that one. Anyway, I established the flat of the blade, or what's going to be the flat of the blade. Then I started on cleaning up the bevels, and that's when my grinder decided, or my belt grinder decided to quit. So that's where we're at so far. I'm going to unplug this, peel this little case off, and see what's going on in there. clean it off first. It all looks okay, but there's a ton of heat coming off this grinder motor. I think I just overheated it. I'll blow it out one more time, just let it sit and cool off. Go take a break. Good news, it was just overheated. Maybe I was leaning on the sword a little hard. But I'll take more video when I get it a little further along in the process. Grinding is pretty boring. Okay, rough grinding is pretty much done on this sword blade. Of course, there's some, I still got to do the profile and clean it up a little bit and make the lines a little cleaner. The main purpose for this was getting all the hammer dings out. And it did a really nice job of that. Of course, this I'm going to have to reforge after. I'm probably not going to do too much more as far as the finer grit yet, because I have to forge this into the strap that goes on the gauntlet. I might refine my lines a little more, but I'm going to have to start working on the gauntlet pretty soon here so I can make all the pieces come together. Get a view down the blade. Yeah, this is fun. I love this stuff.